Hi, in this video I'll show you how to integrate the Cengage SAM Gradebook with Blackboard Learn. To start with, I'm logged in to my Blackboard course and I'll show you how the gradebook needs to be set up. So I will go ahead and open the Grade Center, and next I will navigate to the column organization inside of Blackboard. I set up all the assignments as manual grades. All of them are broken down by weeks and then specific assignments. Finally, all of them have assigned a point value. So these points reflect our syllabus. Each SAM path is worth 5 points, each project 10, and then there are other assignments as well. So a difficulty here is that SAM will calculate everything into percentages. So to mitigate and to integrate this behavior, what needs to be done is the display of a particular grade item needs to be set to percentage. So if I was to go to column information, I see here that the primary display of a SAM assignment is percentage. So what that means is that I can type in 100 in the column, and that's going to be calculated to 5 points total. So in this gradebook, I can enter percentages and yet have the values of points. So let's take a look at how this integration works. Now I'm going to switch back to SAM. I will go to the results and then the gradebook. And now within the gradebook, I have to select the particular section which I'm going to work with, the section where I'm going to transfer the grades from. I have 3 types of assignments. I have the quizzes and exams, the SAM paths, and then the projects. For the needs of this demo, I will work with one at a time, although I can transfer multiple assignments as well. So I will particularly transfer a quiz. To do that, I have to select that the quizzes be exported. Now I go to the export menu and go ahead and save the CSV file. This CSV file is going to contain a spreadsheet with all the details of the work of the student. I'll go ahead and open this with Open Office here. Excel would work okay as well. Out of all these assignments, in order to keep things clear, I will go ahead and retain only one column, the one that I am going to transfer. So I tend to do this periodically after the assignment is due. I'll go ahead and sit down and transfer the current assignments for the 4 sections that I teach of this class. So I'll go ahead and remove the columns which are not necessary for this demo, and columns which are used later on in the course. And now we can see clearly which values we're going to be integrating. So next, it is time to export the Blackboard gradebook, which is done by navigating first to display the grade center and then clicking on Work Offline Download. And now I have opportunity here to export a single column, which for my quiz demo would work fine. Instead, I'll export the entire gradebook because usually I will move multiple assignments at the same time. I'll make sure that I work in the comma delimited file. This is going to be the .csv file and give me certain consistency. I'll go ahead and press submit. This will have Blackboard prepare a file for me. I will download this file. Blackboard gives a very specific name to the file, which is my entire grade center. I'll go ahead and open this file next. And we'll say OK. So the gradebook from Blackboard includes information about the student, and then we have all the elements that are part of the grade. In this instance, also, I will go ahead and delete columns which I'm not going to use. And if the columns are missing, the grades are simply not changed for these elements. So if I have 2 or 3 columns that I'm using, I will pick these columns and delete all the rest. This helps me to make fewer mistakes. We'll go ahead and remove all these columns here. This looks good. We'll go ahead and say delete. So now I have 2 spreadsheets, and I need to look at them at the same time. So we'll go ahead and resize the windows and go ahead and preview them. Okay, so now I'm looking at the Blackboard Gradebook on the left and the SAM Gradebook on the right. The very next thing I need to do is to verify that the students who are registered in SAM match exactly the students that are in Blackboard. To do that, I'll make sure that my columns, my rows match up. The first row here in the gradebook has the headers which are required, so I will go ahead and delete one header row from SAM. So now I can do a quick check. For example, that row 8 agrees with row 8 as far as the names of students, and in the video this is going to be blurred out, so you will not be able to actually see the names, but as I'm going down, I can see that the names agree because the indexes for the rows are consistent with the same names in both gradebooks. Now this is where I run into one difficulty, and that is if I go to the very last name, I can see that I have an extra student in Blackboard, this row right here, and the student is missing from SAM. Now I could identify this easily in Blackboard because the user has never logged in. There's no access time. I already sent an email to the student through Blackboard. But in order for my gradebook to agree, I actually am going to remove the student from the spreadsheet. This is not going to modify any activity on the student's part, but it now allows me to match up exactly both spreadsheets. So what I can do with confidence is I can highlight my percentages. Let me just do that. Highlight, copy, and paste. Okay, so with this activity, I matched up all the grades with the appropriate students, and they're entered as percentages. So I can go ahead and save the file. All right, now that the file is saved, the next step is to upload it back to Blackboard. I do this by going back to the gradebook, and I can go to upload the file. I will keep the delimiter type as auto. I'll go to browse for the file. I go ahead and select the prepared Blackboard Gradebook export. I'll say submit. And the great thing that Blackboard will do next is it'll validate my grades, my formats. So sometimes if you're submitting the wrong spreadsheet, or perhaps the names are not correct, you will have an idea from this report before you press submit to make the changes whether this is going to work out well or not. If there are grades that you are overriding, a lot of this information will appear right here. But I'm entering grades into a column that is not yet populated. I can go ahead and press submit, and momentarily we will have in Blackboard percentages which match SAM, and then percentages which are then turned into points. This particular column has 20 points possible. You can see that students in point value are evaluated in the total column, and I have the total column also show percentages. In the Blackboard Gradebook, I then at the end have the letter grade, which is displayed to the student. So throughout the course, they know what their letter grade is, and this is specifically set up by synchronizing the grading schema in Blackboard with what is in the syllabus. So that is done under grading schemas, and in grading schemas I had to create a custom schema because the syllabus in CIS 150, and this is a class that's shared across multiple instructors, did not have the same percent ranges as the default Blackboard schema. So if grades are just entered into Blackboard or even percentages or final points, they would not be accurate with the syllabus. Okay, so what I showed you here was how to export grades from SAM and how to import them into Blackboard so that students can see their current progress. Thank you.